Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck spotlight. My name is Tommy Wave, and today we'll be taking a look at MATWW's Hand Mage. Hand Mage is something that we've been playing for a little bit. We've certainly checked out a couple of different versions, and overall a really fun deck to play. Definitely has some high roll potential, but maybe not one of the most powerful decks. I think people quickly moved on from this idea to decks like the kind of odd hand mage, or just odd mage, which is very controlling but just plays some of the more powerful hand elements like Astromancer, like Mountain Giant. So we've kind of seen people move away from this kind of meteorologist kind of style, but MATWW has come here that said that they've done quite well with this. Looks like we've got some gameplay from Cookieman HS as well over on Hearthstone, which you can check out. Always chuck those links in the description, so definitely jump over there, check out some more gameplay once you're done with this video. But MATWW is trying a couple of different things. One thing we haven't seen in Hand Mage is this Corpse Taker package. Corpse Taker, obviously a tremendously powerful card, typically seen in even Paladin, even Shaman, or just regular Shaman. These kind of decks. If it has all of the buffs, it's just insanely powerful. Can really kill your opponent quite quickly. Keeps your opponent quite healthy. Hard target to remove if you don't have a silence or some kind of very hard removal. Really excellent card, but obviously it does cost you something in that you need to build your deck around it. Sometimes we get away with it pretty easily with cards like Ziliax supplying Divine Shield and Taunt and Lifesteal in one card, but we're also playing cards like Stormwatcher just for the Wind Fury, going for Stormwatcher here as opposed to Thrallmar Farseer or Wind Fury Harpy. We also, I guess just because Hand Mage tends to draw a lot of cards, we kind of want to have a few backup plans. So we've got some Wax Elementals in here to supply both Taunt and Divine Shield, but I'm really curious as to just how good Wax Elemental is. This card might be fantastic to pair with like a Doomsayer, make it tremendously hard for them to kill the Doomsayer. Might help us protect a couple of our more brittle minions, or just slow our opponent down for us to deploy our more powerful cards like Arcanos or Meteorologist and Astromancer. We've also got a small spell package here. We're just going for all the card draw, 2 Book of Spectres, 2 Arcane Intellect. So we're very unlikely to hit other spells. Usually 2 mana draw 2, 3 mana draw 2 over here. Which is pretty tasty. And the other spicy card in here is Hexlord Malakras. We did play with this card once, but we never got to play it. So I'm hoping that we get to play it in the next couple of matches that we play. And this is something that we have to consider when we do our mulligans. We want to make sure that if we keep some cards, that if we do play Malakras later, that we're going to get some kind of like middle to late game value. It would be excellent to keep like an Ironbeak Owl in our hand or something like that, or even a Doomsayer. But I imagine we probably want to just aim for Book of Spectres and things like this, so that we can book early, then once we get Malakras, play Malakras, book again, and just keep our hand nice and thick. That's the aim of the game. But yeah, really interested to play this deck. Big shout out to MATWW for the Hand Mage list, and without further ado, let's get it. Okay, here we are with MATWW's Hand Mage. Definitely going to send these 2 back so this Corpse Taker is powered up, but I guess we'll keep Glacial Shard. Probably Odd Paladin here, could be Holy Wrath, but rank 5 usually I'd expect Odd Paladin. Unfortunately, no early board clears. I think Corpse Taker is good enough to keep, especially if we hopefully don't draw this Ziliax. I think we're mainly looking for Doomsayers, we're looking for Tar Creepers and things like that. Which I'm not sure if I mentioned in the intro, but one thing I would say with this deck is I think I would cut the Tar Creepers for Stonehill Defenders. Stonehill Defender really allows you to keep that deck, keep your hand nice and loaded. What are we playing? We are playing Hand Mage. Regular Hand Mage, no odd Hand Mage action. Happy to Glacial Shard here. If our opponent wants to trade half of their Lost in the Jungle, I guess that's probably as much as we can hope for with this with this boy. Oh my gosh.
Reporting for duty.
That's threatening. Yeah, let's get this Tark Reaper out and hope that our opponent doesn't have a War Leader or something. Rank 7 right now, and it's a struggle to get past 6, so I respect that 5. Yeah, respect that rank 5. Certainly not a one thing that people often forget is that the majority of people in Hearthstone are not legend. Definitely not legend.
Job's done.
Could have just gone for a hero power there, but I really just want to try and find some kind of momentum. Maybe get this Mountain Giant cost down. I think we're gonna get trashed by a Frostwolf Warlord though. All right, Corpse Taker, it's up to you. 2% rank 5 and above, I read. It's like Diamond 5 in League of Legends. Yeah, I think it's like 0.5% of people in Legend. I guess that must mean 1.5% of people rank 5 and above.
Mushroom power!
Fungal Man. Well, we don't have an Elemental to play for this Arcanosaur, and Arcanosaur I would have thought would be our kind of best out. Not too sure if I like Glacial Shard over Firefly, to be honest. Especially with these Arcanosaurs. I mean, in previous decks we've played more of an Elemental package with Bonfire Elemental and things like that. Bonfire Elemental often curves really well into Arcanosaur. So, yeah, I think cards like Firefly, firstly, they're much more resilient against Odd Paladin. Oh, they figured it out. But also gives us a card later that we can use to set up our Arcanosaurs. So, well played to our opponent there. Thoroughly demolished us. That's exactly what Odd Paladin wants to do. But definitely getting a couple of insights to the deck that, you know, we may want to try and hedge a little bit more against aggro, and that maybe we should have gone for the hero power there instead of the book. But maybe we would have lost that game anyway. Anyway, GG's. Well played to our opponent. Okay, here with MATWW's Hand Mage. If we expect Odd Paladin, this might be okay. I think I want to send back the Wax Elemental. It doesn't really help us as much as it slows the game down. It doesn't help us trade into our opponent's minions. I think that's what we should really be concerned about in his first couple of turns. Gonna save this because we might go for a really early Doomsayer. And we might need this to what is this? Blessing of Might? Why would you do that?
Speak your peace.
So we can go for the Doomsayer here, and if they have the Blessing of Might, then they have the Blessing of Might. But outside of that specific card, it might be difficult for our opponent to kill this Doomsayer. And then we get to sit behind a Tark Reaper. Which is tremendous. Alright, so in a very good position. Should feel very confident about this. We can even next turn fire off some card draw and get a Glacial Shard down. Feeling good.
Out of my jungle!
Excellent. So what was our opener? It was Book of Spectres, Doomsayer, Tar Creeper. Great selection there. So let's go for Arcane Intellect. Just maximize our mana.
Nice to meet you.
We could have frozen the Stonehill Defender, but I mean, outside, I think it's pretty low chance that we want to stop it from attacking. I think we'd be more concerned if our opponent had like a sick maul and lost in the jungle play or something like that. Alright. Let's book it. Double Wax Elemental. I mean, I guess we'll play one of these. Our opponent's just gonna, you know, attack it. Like, this not having power is such a
Converting stored energy.
a little loose.
Speak your peace.
Oh, jeez. Where's that Arcanozor here? This is an Elemental too, so if we do pick up the Arcanozor, never mind.
Winter is here.
Job's done.
Come on, Arcanozor, indeed. Ooh, Divine Favor. Alright. I think that's okay. Unless our opponent has like Raid Leader here or Unidentified Maul on the Divine Shield mode. That would be truly catastrophic for us. Hero power, yep.
Reporting for duty.
The light protects me.
I'm glad we played this Corpse Taker last time. There he is. Do we get the Archmage Aragal down or do we ping? Kinda want to get the Archmage down. Make our opponent kinda just a little bit squeamish. Like, oh, I can't leave this in play too long. Too much advantage. But maybe we get them to trade in, then we can drop a Arcanozor on their head.
Chill out.
Which is what I am about. I'm definitely about dropping things on my opponent's head.
I did this. I cursed them all.
I cursed them all! We were actually looking at some of the old World of Warcraft miniatures the other day. Because Moogie does a lot of painting, of course. Moogie paints over on Twitch. We were just talking about like potentially stripping some miniatures and repainting them and stuff. Because unfortunately, some of the old WoW figures looked a little bit not great. But coincidentally, one of the characters in that in like the booster pack is Archmage Aragal. Oh, please trade with this. That'd be glorious. Alright, so we'll go for the Arcanozor here and we'll just trade with the can we do something a little bit different with this Voodoo Doll? Nah, we should clean up all of this. It's too much. Oh, I guess we could have pinged and... yeah, so we goofed that up. We could have pinged and killed that Argent Squire. So, big mistake, as our opponent would have been a fair bit lower. We'd have an 8-5 in play. But next time we get to hit that Astromancer. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have Vine Cleaver here. I mean, of course they'd have it. Like, they've drawn a lot of cards.
Reporting for
They did Divine Favor as well. So this is going to be an 8.
My calculations are flawless.
We be taking this now. Is Kobold way?
Damn it. We'll play an Elemental to set up our Arcane as well. Gotta hit that Jaina.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Certainly are pooping a lot of dudes out. Is that the second blessing of mine? Okay.
Handle it.
Mm-hmm. They get to trade. I mean, I guess we just play our other Arcanosaur. And drop down a Tar Creeper to stop our opponent from getting much value with that Vine Cleaver. We're making the best of our goofed up situation, that's for sure.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Is this going to be the unidentified
The
one?
light protects me.
Or possibly on
The
plus
frost will
attack?
stand ready.
Divine Shield. Well, glad we've got this Voodoo Doll. And this Doomsayer.
Candle smash.
The end is coming.
Oh, we could have Arcane Intellected. Thought we were on 2 mana left. So 3. Lots of goofs this game. Lots of goofs. Opponent is on 9 though.
Behold the might of
Storm Wind.
No.
Reporting for duty.
Alright. Doomsayer down. Hopefully this Meteorologist can do something next turn. Doesn't Malacrast pull Doomsayer? Yeah, we could have gone Malacrast Doomsayer there, but our opponent, we need to kill that Storm Enchant, right?
The frost will stand ready. Reporting for duty.
Damn, that's a big boy. Is this a turn too late?
Unity. Precision. Perfection. Primitive.
Unfortunately, these divine shields stop us from getting that life steal.
The light dims, but we fight.
Ah, they did have the other divine cleaver.
Reporting for duty.
1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. Maybe we can pull a... What's a good 5? Can we pull a Sludge Belcher?
My calculations are flawless.
Ready or not.
Well played.
Close. That was very close. We had an excellent start. I think just at some point in that middle game, at that middle part of the game, I think it's just the goofs that we made. Obviously, killing our own having to kill our own mountain giant was pretty bad. I think if we had not done that, we definitely would have been in a. We probably would have won that game a couple of turns later, as our opponent really didn't have a lot of stuff to answer the mountain giant. But we also goofed a couple of other times, not maximizing our mana and things like that. So, you know, always something to keep in mind that even if you lose a matchup, it might feel bad. It might feel like an unwinnable matchup, but you know, there's always points in your play that you can improve on. There's always potential things that you may have goofed on that you may not have realized, and that's Hearthstone. So that's Hearthstone. Don't be yelling at people for goofing up. Try and get those learns and raise everybody up. So, on to the next one. Alright, up here against the Hunter. I think I am actually going to hold on to this Arcanozor. I think the Arcanozor matches up very well against a lot of matchups. Matches up well against the Spellstone. Matches up well against Beast Hunter. And not so much against the average Spell Hunter.
Nice to meet you.
But Spell Hunter is still going to play the Spellstone. It's still going to be pretty good. This Wax Elemental might be pretty frustrating for our opponent if they're trying to kill this with a Candle Shot. But I think we might let them just kill it with the Candle Shot. Save playing these so that we can always set up this Arcanozor. Oh, okay. We're definitely on the drag this game out plan then. Yeah, there's a Candle Shot. I mean, this Candle Shot was always going to get value. I'm pretty happy that we didn't extend 2 Glacial Shards into it. Okay.
The end is coming!
This is a pretty tough situation to be in. But hopefully we can just not take a lot of damage. Yo, we can freeze the Devil's that pops out next turn, maybe set up Arcanozor to clear it out.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, these Mountain Giants are looking a bit weak unless we can pick up like a Book of Spectres or an Arcane Intellect. Yeah, And this is fine. Hopefully the rest of this Arcanosaur trades the Devil's Ore. Ugh. Astromancer 3 or 4. Ugh. Not the best draws. Yeah, I agree, Vox. We've hit a lot of our top end.
My pack will hunt you down.
Oh, yuck. Especially if this gets cubed, we are not going to be doing great. So I guess we'll make the play that we can make. Maybe next turn we start dropping Mountain Giants instead, or drop a Mountain Giant, then maybe try and go for the Jaina. If this Ziliax gets us like one more hit in, be happy with that. Oh, hopefully we by killing that Houndmaster, sure, we really goofed our opponent up. Okay, both playdead's gone. Happy with that. Next turn, our opponent gets to trade this Spider Bomb for our Mountain Giant. So possibly a Hunter's Mark. I guess we could have gone for Astromancer there instead. Seen what our opponent did, but we'll offer this up to him. Try and get maybe a better Astromancer in a couple of turns. Not Charged Devil's Ore. Okay. I mean, either this getting cubed is still devastating, but we might actually be able to stabilize behind Frostledge Jaina if our opponent doesn't have too explosive a turn next turn. Which, given that they don't have another playdead. Okay, Unduster's pretty good. What is that? 6-9. What are we scared of? King Crush. Okay.
My calculations are flawless.
Meddlesome insects.
14. If they have the Hunter's Mark, we're definitely not going. Whoa! Super dead. Yeah. Do gain the 3, but this is more than enough. More than enough to take us out.
Thanks.
No worries, PD. Have that win. Yeah, maybe we should have gone for the Astromancer instead of the Mountain Giant. That second last turn. We'll take a look at the deck. Unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of success with it, but there are a lot of things to like. A couple of things that I would like to change, though. I'd love to swap either these, probably the Glacial Shards for Firefly. I think because we have a reduced emphasis on elementals because we're not playing, you know, Bonfire Elemental or anything like that. I'd love to see Firefly in here just to, obviously, it keeps our hand stocked as well because it puts something else in our hand. And makes our Arcanosaur a lot easier to trigger. I'd also like to see the Meteorologist cut. I think we kind of figured out through playing so much Hand Mage that this is the least impactful card of the deck. That even if you do have a massive amount of cards in hand, it often can't get you back into a game that you're behind in, which is really where you want that. I love the Corpse Taker package. I think that's really good. But I'd also love to try and get some Stonehill Defenders in here. I don't know if that's in addition to the Tar Creeper or instead of the Tar Creeper, because it is an elemental, which is pretty valuable. So that's kind of what I would look at doing. So, you know, cut these Glacial Shards, Fireflies in here, cut these Meteorologists, possibly even cut this Stormwatcher, and get the like a Wind Fury Harpy in here, maybe a Thrallmar Farseer instead. Just have a bit of a lower curve. You know, if we do end up drawing our Wind Fury minion, we may as well just try and deploy it as well as we can. What else do we need in here? I want some Stonehills. Just any card that can help you maintain a number of a nice thick hand. That's where we want to be. Still didn't get to play Hexlord Malacrast in this deck, which I'm really quite perturbed about. I gotta go play some more games off stream with this and actually land a Hexlord. But I'll keep it in there for now. Honestly, the rest of the cards in the deck I think are perfect. I like the low mana spell, low spell package. I like the Voodoo Dolls, like the kind of control elements, like the Corpse Taker package. Yeah, it's just a matter of trying to survive that early game so we can deploy our powerful late game. But regardless, big shout out to MATWW for this hand Mage. Loved playing it. Definitely go check out the article over on Hearthstone, which is linked in the description. Please give the deck a +1 and leave a lovely thoughtful comment, like I know you will. Until next time, though, please stay safe, stay wavy, and I don't know. What do I say? What do we say about this? Play elementals? Eat the rich. Bye.